Rumors have been flying around recently that Kim Jong-Un, the supreme leader slash dictator of North Korea, has died of a botched heart surgery. We saw this coming out from TMZ. Now, it's not super clear that we can, trust TMZ. I'm not sure that they have a Pyongyang bureau or anything like that. But it is clear that, it seems from multiple reportings, multiple nations, including a number of journalists, have come out and said that they think that he is dead. But we did also see this coming out. We saw South Korea coming out saying that they're confident that the rumors of Kim Jong-un's death are completely false. But then we also saw this a couple hours later saying that Kim Jong-un is almost certainly dead and that the North Korean officials are preparing for an announcement. Now, you may be wondering to yourself, first of all, why would they wait so long when it comes to this? I mean, I was wondering this myself. In fact, when this stuff was first coming out, I was like, well, if he is dead, they're going to make an announcement within, 3 or 4 possible, days or something like that, in the way that after Kim Jong-il died, it only took them 2 or 3 days to make an announcement of the death. But there is a key and very, very important difference here, which is that there's no clear successor to Kim Jong-un. And so both South Korea and North Korea would have an incentive to, keep things going as normal, because the concern among North Korea would be that there could be a, sort of problem if they announce his death, but there's no clear successor. So North Korea would have an incentive there to, cover this up until they can establish a clear successor. So that's sort of what's going on here, because I was thinking to myself initially when this stuff was coming out, well, he's probably not dead, because they would come out and say something after a few days, especially when he didn't show up at a recent, a national celebration. And so I was thinking to myself, well, worst case, he's in a coma or something like that, but he's probably not dead. But after thinking about it a little bit more, that's not particularly clear. And so North Korea, and especially like when you consider the intelligence that South Korea is, going off of to say that they're sure that he's still alive, is that the motions of various vehicles are largely the same. His train, Kim Jong-un's train, his supposedly favorite mode of transportation, is parked in a typical place. And so they're arguing that this suggests that he's still alive. But, again, North Korea has the incentive to project that sort of thing because, I mean, they know obviously that people are watching over satellites and the like. And again, South Korea would have an incentive to report something like that because they wouldn't want any kind of issues going on between, in the peninsula. So it's really not clear at all. It's genuinely not clear at all whether or not he's alive or whether or not he's dead. But we did see this coming out. Kim Jong-un supposedly sent a message to a South African leader congratulating a leader on a national holiday about the relationship between the two nations and belief that it's like growing stronger and stuff like that. So it's super unclear. And also he supposedly sent out a letter to a number of workers congratulating them on their construction, saying that they're doing a good job. Now, of course, who knows if that's actually Kim Jong-un? Could it be someone else just sending stuff out? Who knows? It's super, super unclear, but it is quite clear that if the concern is that North Korea is waiting until they can establish, a kind of clear successor, if they're already sending out notes, it's likely that there is some kind of backup chain of command, that there is someone who is calling the shots if he is gravely ill, or it means that he's recovered. Like literally nobody knows. So whether or not, what do I think? What do I think? Do I think that he's dead? Do I think he's alive? Look, hypotheses non fingo. I'm not going to feign any hypotheses. I don't know. It's not particularly clear. I think that we should remain agnostic on this particular point until we see a little bit more evidence, because it seems like at this point the main incentive is actually to, just say that he's alive and let things go on as they go on without, creating any kind of unnecessary national crises. I mean, we even saw Donald Trump disputing the intelligence that he had died, that Kim Jong-un had died. So, it seems like it's just not clear. It's genuinely not clear. We don't know who we can trust, which sounds terrible. But that's where we are. That's where we are. But hypotheses non fingo. That's how we should be. Not sitting around just making stuff up because no one really knows. So anyway, if you like the video, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button and consider subscribing. Thanks.